Thrown in trash. George Clooney humiliated Sussexes by refusing Sussex calls and cheap gifts, cutting ties. This terrible couple seems to be facing yet another defeat from the Hollywood power players. This time, I recently came across a tabloid article in the National Enquirer magazine titled Clooney's Clobber. It piqued my interest. Harry and Meghan appeared to be making an effort to win the favor of Hollywood power players, but it appears to be a challenging endeavor. Their efforts at building relationships in the entertainment industry were not particularly successful. They tried to make friends with celebrities like Oprah, Tyler Perry, Ellen and Portia, the Obamas, and Serena Williams. However, it seems like one by one their efforts fail, leaving them in a constant state of despair. A notable example of recent coldness comes from George and Emal Cooney. Meghan invited the Clooneys to their 2018 wedding, even though they didn't have a particularly close relationship at that time. In fact, George Clooney has publicly admitted that he didn't know Meghan before the wedding. However, George and Emal attended, which may have been a calculated networking move on their part. Since then, the dynamic has changed. Meghan and Harry have distanced themselves from the British royal family, and George and Emal Cooney have aligned themselves with the royal family. They attended events supporting the Prince's Trust Awards, showing their support for the royal family and distancing themselves from Meghan and Harry's efforts. CLS decided to invite them to events such as awards dinners, while the exclusion of gender highlighted the growing divide in a quote-unquote internal source. It suggests that Klain simply has no time for the drama, or simply implied that the Sussexes are confused by these cold actions and don't understand the reason for this treatment. However, it's clear that their controversial behavior, including public criticism of the royal family, has turned off many people and led to a series of unfortunate incidents. The source also mentioned that Harry and Meghan almost chose George Clooney to be one of Archie's godfathers. However, given the circumstances in this strained relationship, that seems highly unlikely. The article concludes by suggesting that Harry and Meghan have been unable to receive invitations to events where they could showcase their charitable efforts. It's clear that Harry and Meghan's perception of their friendships with celebrities is often different from reality. The desire to be part of Hollywood's elite doesn't seem to match the way that these celebrities view their relationships. The source's comments in the article highlight the growing divide between the Sussexes and their desired group of friends in Hollywood. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are encouraged to play the popular game in England for better development. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were told that they were similar to the Kardashians and should treat themselves like real people who are normal to celebrities, except Paris Hilton. They, Harry and Meghan, are famous people here, but that's the problem. That's right, they're not royalty to us. They need to cultivate their popularity, so I think the best response for them is to say nothing, and obviously don't be upset. Then he remembered, Meghan recently talked about how much she cares for her children on social media. In a way, the Sussexes are like the Kardashians here. They are famous thanks to their names, but have not really made much of a splash. He continued, Mr. Hilton then advised the couple to bet money. They need to play the popularity game.